Hi guys, it's Tori and I'm back with another video. This is my second video. I created a fall look for you guys today. Super excited. Fall is my favorite season. I have basically been ready for fall since last fall. I had a lot of fun filming this video for you guys. If you guys have any suggestions or any questions, go ahead and put it in the comments below. This is a dramatic fall look, so if you guys want to see a more natural fall look, go ahead and put it in the comments. Without further ado, let's get into the video and I will see you guys later. Bye! Oh my god, I thought there was a bee in my room. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything is put on my Bath & Body Works My Favorite Night Balm just to moisturize my lips. I've already washed my face and put on my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. Okay, so now that I have washed my face, put on my moisturizer, and moisturized my lips, I'm going to go in with primer. So I'm just going to go in with my Benefits Porefessional and just put that right here, kind of in my T-zone, just where my pores are really big. So the next thing I'm going to do is, in my last video I put primer on my whole face, but today I'm going to mix it up a little bit and I'm just going to put some primer spray on my face instead of putting an actual primer on. I'm just going to go in with my Max Fix Plus and just kind of spritz that all over my face. Ow, it's in my eye. It's in my eye! So while we sit and let that primer dry a little bit, I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. I think my next video will be a brow routine. Alright, so let me go do my brows. Okay, so I just filled in my brows. My Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. Going to go over it and coat it with a brow gel. Buzz, buzz. I'm so popular. Getting it with my mom. Okay, so brows are done, so I am going to start on the eyeshadow. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and prime my eyes, just using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair, I believe. Fair. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with my sponge. The first color I'm going to go in with is Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek, so it's this one right here. It's a skin tone color, so it's a great all over the lid shade. I'm just going to go in with my Morphe M33 brush. Okay, so the next color we're going to go in with another Makeup Geek shadow, and it is Creme Brulee. So it's another skin tone color, but it is a little bit darker, and that is what I'm going to use as my transition shade. And I'm just going in with my favorite brush. It's my Morphe M332. Dip that in and go right into my crease. It's so hot, I want to die. Okay, so the transition shade is on. Next, I'm going to go in with a really fun color. I am going to finally go into my Morphe palette. I am going to be taking this orange shade, and what I'm going to do with the same brush we just used, the Morphe M332, this one, we're just going to lightly dip our brush into that orange color and just put it into our crease. So as you can see, I just really smoked out that orange color all over. And it's alright if it gets onto your lid because we're going in with a darker color on the lid later, so. Okay, so now that we have that orange color in our crease, we are going to go in with another fun color. I'm going to go back into the palette with the Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I was using earlier, and I'm going to go in with the shade Bitten. So it's this shade right here. It's like a nice cranberry maroon kind of color, and we are going to go in on the lid with this. The brush I'm using to do this is just the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Okay, I zoomed you in a little bit just so you could see what I was doing a little bit better. Tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pack that onto the lid. So now that we're done with the lids, we're going to go back in with the Morphe M332 brush, and we're just going to go back in with that creme brulee color mixed with that orange color that we used in the Morphe palette, just to smoke it out a little bit more and blend together the line that we created when we put the color on our lids. Now that we're done with the eyeshadow on the top of the eyes, we are going to go ahead. Oh my god, guys. Hit my life. Oh my god. Good as new. So as I was saying, I'm going to go in with the Jordana Easy Liner in Brown Suede, and I'm just going to tight line. So now we're going to go in with eyeliner. We're going to go in with the NYX, where are you? The NYX Super Skinny Marker. We're just going to do a basic wing on the eye. So let me see if we can get this on camera. Okay. This is dried out AF, so I'm going to have to open a new one. Okay, so clearly I did not get all of that on camera. Okay, lighting change, woo! And roll with the punches. So now that eyeliner is done, we're going to go in with our falsies. I'm just using the Ardell Dummy Wispies, so I will be right back. Okay, so lashes are on, and I made another lighting change. Fun fact, Tori can't make decisions. Now that we are almost done with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and start on the face. So what I'm going to start with is my concealer. I'm just going to go over some of my trouble spots. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with my Damp Beauty sponge. Okay, so all of my concealer is blended in. So now I'm going to go in with foundation. My current favorite is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the Dewy and Smooth in the shade 120 Classic Ivory, and I've been really, really loving this foundation. This one is a really good one for anybody who has really dry skin. I have really dry skin, and this one doesn't cling on to dry patches. It doesn't look flaky. It keeps me looking really dewy throughout the day, which is really nice, but not like oily. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my face. My kitty is here. This is Pudge. Here's Marketer, and I love him. Isn't he cute? Oh, like, get away from me. I don't like you. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with my sponge. is blended in, and I'm just going to go back in with my concealer and do my under eyes and fix up any other imperfections that didn't get covered up by the foundation. And to set the under eye concealer that I just did, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. under eye setting powder. And then anything I have left over, I'm just going to go over some of the parts that I put that concealer on instead of setting my entire face with powder. So while that under eye powder sets, I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer. Just taking my small IT Cosmetics powder brush. Yellow.
Hey.
Hi. Dang, Mom interrupted my video. It's okay, I love her. Okay. Next we're going to go in with our blush. I'm just using my Benefit Rocketeer blush. Blush is done! Woo woo! Next I'm going in with my highlighter. The Becca Moonstone highlighter. What the heck? Guys, my highlighter broke. Oh my god, worst day of my freaking life. Okay, so now that we have let that setting powder set for a little bit, I'm just going to brush it off with my e.l.f. blush brush. I think that's the first time that I was able to say a full sentence in this video without having to start over. Nice. Okay, so now that the face is done, I'm going to go back into the eyes and finish up the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Morphe palette, and I'm just going back in with that orange shade that we used earlier, and I'm going to go in with the Morphe M326 brush. It's just a little shadow brush, perfect for the lower lash line. And I'm actually going to start on the inner corner and work out. Poke myself in the eye. The next thing we're going to do is go back into that bitten color that we used earlier. But this time we are working from the outer corner in. So the next thing we're going to do is go in with some mascara just to blend together the real lashes and the falsies and put some on the lower lash line. Okay, so we are almost done with the look. All we have left to do is put on some lipstick. The lipstick I'm going to use is MAC Spirit. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. My mom actually picked this out for me, so holla girl, shout out to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line my lips with the retractable NYX lip liner in nude. Alright, so lips are lined, and then I'm just going to go in with my MAC Spirit. Alright, and so everything is put on. All we have to do is set it. So I'm just going to set it with my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. Alright, and then that is the finished look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, go ahead and like and share. And if you liked me a little bit extra, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you have any suggestions of a video you'd like to see next, go ahead and put it in the comments below. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Ta-da!